just eat it. He has been on it for so long now. Got him. It's a good fish. All right, we are getting ready to go. It's about 5:30 in the morning. If you don't get here around 5 or 5:30, you're not getting a parking spot here. Last time I was here on Saturday, I tried parking on the ice, and let's just say, it wasn't a very good idea. I'm lucky my truck didn't go through. But we're gonna get set up, guys. We are gonna have all day to fish. Should be a really good day. I got here early, so we have the most optimal time to get out. We're gonna try to go pretty far out and stay away from the crowd. We got everything ready. We're gonna hop on the four-wheeler, and I will see you guys when we get down there. All right, so we've got the tent set up now, and I'm just gonna jig around a little bit. Let's get ourselves dropped down. I'm gonna grab a minnow head. Along with my jigging rod, I wanna put down a dead stick here and just see if it does me any good, because why not? I can use 2 rods, I might as well use 2 rods. There we go, dead stick is good. Let's get this jigging bait down. Let's get ourselves down to the bottom here. There we go. Let's start jigging, see if anything happens here. I'm curious to see if we can get anything to eat right away. Looks like we got a decent looking fish coming in here from the right. Right now he's 8 feet away. Let's see if he'll come closer and take a bite. All right, I'm gonna do a little chow in here. Usually when I'm eating, the fish are gonna be eating. Got him. Good fish, good fish. I was chowing away. This is a really good fish. Chowing away and he ate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What a unit of a fish. 20-inch sauger, guys. What a tank. I thought she was a little bigger, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Thought we had a little bit of a bigger fish, but still, I mean, this is a beauty. Get her right back in the water, and there she goes. Oh, had to give her a little help there. Awesome. She's back in the water. Absolutely chomped my bait too. Came up and hammered it. All right, I'm gonna get my bait back down there. All right, let's get dropped back down. That was just nuts. I thought that was a little bit of a bigger fish. Still a super nice fish though. 20-inch sauger is amazing. I was just eating my food and he came up and ate it. That's awesome. I was eating, he was eating. And that is good. That is really, really good. It looks like some suspended fish up here. Only problem is, can I get up to him without spooking him? Can I get this fish to come up here? Or is he just gonna get spooked? Oh, no, he's interested. He is interested. Where did he just go? Yeah, he's on it. Definitely an interested fish. I'll see if I can get him to eat here. I'm gonna keep jigging it, and here he comes. Got him. There we go. Pretty high suspended fish. Okay, you, my friend, are a new species for the river for me. Okay, mooneye. Wasn't expecting to get into any mooneye today, but boy, are these fish gorgeous. Is there a fish? There's a big fish on bottom right now. I want to get this guy back in the water. They're like shiner, pretty much just big shiner. Get a quick video of this release and get her back in the water. All right, and she is back in the water safe and sound. We got a big fish on bottom right now, guys. My dead stick is getting really nervous. I like that. I'm gonna give it some more twitch here, see if I can get this fish to eat. Twitching the dead stick sometimes is a really, really good approach to getting fish to bite. And that fish just ate it? No way, he ate it, opened his mouth, and he turned around. I could tell he ate it just by the way he went up like that. I like to twitch my dead sticks to get just get that bait running, and that fish liked it, and we lost him. Bobber was fully under, he came out and ate, and we did not get him. That's all right though. That is all right. Looked like a semi-decent fish. I love to twitch my dead sticks, as I just said. I like to get my live bait moving. And sometimes they don't like to move on their own, so I like to twitch my dead stick up and down, just give it a little bit more of a presentation, and then I stop moving it. And that fish usually comes out and just chomps it as it sees itself stop moving. That is one of my favorite approaches to dead stick baits. I'll give them a few seconds. Sometimes the fish will come up and eat it in the first few seconds, but if I notice that that fish is not eating it within 30 seconds to a minute, then I will take my bait and I will start twitching it myself, moving it up and down. And if that fish starts chasing it as I'm moving it, as soon as it gets close, I'll keep twitching and then I'll just let it sit there for a second. Usually when I let it sit like that, they come out and chomp it. Like that fish just did right there, but sadly we didn't get the hook in them. But you know what? You win some, you lose some. We still got time, and that is for sure not gonna be the end for tonight. We got a fish coming up already. I'm gonna let him eat it, and if he doesn't eat it in a little bit, I'm gonna twitch the bait myself. So we'll wait here, see if this guy eats it, and if not, we're gonna twitch it ourselves. As you guys can see, he's on it, he's on it. Just as a little added here, I'm gonna kind of give it a little bit of my own twitches there. Gave it some of my own twitches, maybe move it a little bit there. Yes, of course, sometimes this can spook the fish, but I don't think these fish are gonna get spooked with that. I just gave it a little bit of an extra twitch, kind of gave that fish a little bit of a movement there, kind of a push to help him. And usually that works. It doesn't always work, of course, but I've used it a lot to get fish that don't want to eat. Just keep twitching it in front of them, and then I just let it sit there for a second. They usually like to come out and eat that. We'll see, though. We will see. Looks like he's on it. Yeah, it looks like he's on it. I'm going to put this right here. I got a fish coming in right here, and I want to move this. Okay. Yeah. He is on it, that is for sure. I keep giving it that little bit of extra movement there. We got a fish under us as well, guys. We got that one to our bottom right corner. We got one right under us. He's coming in hot to this. Got him. Got to put that rod down. Oh, man. Chomped it. He's still on that dead stick, and this rod is stuck right now. All right, there we go. That's good. I got to put this back here. I'm just trying not to have that other rod get a little messed up there. We got another fish on it too. That fish is on my dead stick as well, so that's awesome. He looked at my dead stick, even after moving it, he looked at my dead stick for probably a good 30 seconds to a minute, still didn't eat it, came over and hammered my jig and bait. So that's awesome, guys. That is awesome. As you guys see, another little sauger here. Nothing massive by any means, but we already caught a massive sauger today. So these are just a little bit of icing on the cake. Kiss for good luck, and there you go, buddy. Lives to see another day. That is awesome. That is awesome. Beautiful fish there. Got her back in the water safe and sound. And we're gonna drop ourselves right back down to the bottom here, and we're gonna keep jigging. Sometimes they like the dead stick more because it's more of a subtle approach. Sometimes they like that more. Fish just got spooked to my left. But sometimes they like this jigging bait and they like it hard. If they don't want my jigging bait that I'm working really hard, a good portion of the time they'll come up and look at this. I will use this bait to bring them in. It's got a little bit of a rattle on it, so it's super, super murky water, so they're not gonna be able to see much. They're gonna hear that rattle. This bait's got a rattle. I'm using it to attract fish. I'm using it to bring in fish. And then once I bring them in, they either hammer this or they will see this and go, I kind of want that live minnow more, and they'll go over and eat the minnow. This does me two different jobs. It does me a job of bringing in fish, and then it also does me a job of catching the fish. So I just like baits like this that have a little bit of an action to them, a little bit of a noise that'll bring in fish. And if they don't want this, they're gonna eat that dead stick for sure. We are on a really good spot at a really good time, and we're gonna see how the night turns out. Let's keep fishing. I wanna see this bobber go under. We got a nice fish down here. No, don't tell me he's leaving. I wanna try to jig it there, see if I can get his attention. Get him to come up and eat. It's a good fish, a really good fish. No. Man, I mean, that happens. We're not going to get them all to eat, but I was kind of hoping we'd get this guy. It's a good fish. He's still there. You know, I haven't lost hope yet. It's a good fish, though. I mean, I can't even, oh my gosh, he's between baits right now. I don't know which one to work. He's on it. He's on it. He just won't eat it. He's been looking at these baits for 10 minutes now. Nice looking fish, just won't eat. He keeps coming up, I just can't get him to eat. Like, he doesn't know if he wants a dead stick or this bait. He just doesn't eat either of them. It's a really good fish, though. It's definitely a nice fish, whatever it is down here. Walleye or sauger. Just trying to get him to eat here. Just eat it. He has been on it for so long now. Got him. It's a good fish. Man, that took me 10 minutes to get this guy to eat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta play this right. Got him. Absolute tank. Absolute tank. Not the biggest one I've seen out here, but look at that. Oh my gosh. massive sauger. I mean, look at this fish, guys. This sauger is an absolute tank. 22 inches. 22-inch sauger right here, guys. All right, I am gonna keep this one. I know, very controversial, but this is it's a great fish, and I only want to keep one to eat, and so I'm gonna keep this guy. This is all I'm keeping inside my limit, so we are all good, guys. Just one fish, but man, she is a beauty. The bait we're using for today, the Acme Hyper-Hammer. The color is Fire Tiger. I got it tipped with a fathead's head. We're gonna get it dropped down today, and we are gonna slam some fish with it. It is one of my favorite jigging wraps for getting these fish to just absolutely hammer it, as you will see throughout the video. I already know as a fact, we're gonna slam some fish with it. I've had so many fish here where I've hooked them, fought them, lost them. They've come back 3 or 4 times after that and still ate. So if you guys have seen some of my river videos, these fish here are nuts. And a lot of my friends, you know, they're wondering like why they're not getting them to eat. A lot of people think with the subtle fish, you gotta work it slowly, but you'll see throughout the video, I like to work my baits hard. Even if these fish come up slow, I am just cranking it up and down. I'm working my bait as hard as I can to get these fish to eat. Looks like we got a fish on bottom right there on my dead stick, but for now, I mean, I work it hard, and I will get these fish to come up off bottom and hammer it. And even if they get close and start acting finicky, I just keep working it hard, and the fish keep coming back and chomping it. So another thing I like to do is if I have a fish under me and it's not really coming up, I'll open my bail and let it kind of flutter down to him, and as soon as it gets close, I'll kind of pop it up a little bit. One of two things is going to happen. There is a chance you're going to spook that fish. But if you don't spook them, that little fluttering action, I've had a whole bunch of fish on this river that when I let it flutter down to them, they will swim up mouth open and eat it as it's on the way down. So there's a lot of stuff I've learned when fishing this river to get them to bite, and sometimes you just got to work your bait hard. We're going to keep fishing, guys, and we're going to see if we can mark some more fish. As you guys can see, I mean, we're marking fish. We are marking a whole bunch of fish here. Let's keep jigging around and wait for the next fish to come through. Seems like about every minute right now, these fish are coming up to my dead stick and just looking at it. I just wish they'd just take it down. All this fish needs to do is just eat the dead stick. But for some odd reason, I can't get him to eat it. I'll get him to come up, look at it. I'm even gonna give it a little twitch here. See if I can get this fish to turn around and eat it. By giving it a little bit of a twitch, giving it some action. No. I mean, leaving it sit there, letting the bait do its own thing doesn't really do much either. It's just weird how these fish are acting right now. I'm gonna keep working this thing hard. Oh, he's coming into it too, he likes that. Keep twitching it like I like to do. I like to work these baits pretty hard and see if he takes advantage. Usually if they don't eat it right away, they're not gonna eat it at all. I am gonna bring it up though, start working this pretty hard, see if I can get him to come off. And looks like this guy's coming up here. An even better looking fish. I like that. I'm gonna keep twitching and he's just gonna chomp it. No way he doesn't eat this. Really? Wow, came up super hot like that. I thought he was gonna eat right away. Still here though, so he might turn around and eat. Pretty finicky fish, but it seems like today these bigger fish are a lot more finicky than they usually are. I'm curious about this sunset bite tonight. Usually the sunset bite has a lot of walleye coming through, so we'll see here. We will see. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's on my dead stick. Oh. Ooh, that one's on my dead stick right there. I'm going to move it a little bit, see if I can get him to chomp. Moved it just a tad bit, gave that dead stick a little bit of an action there. I'll see if he likes that. Otherwise, I had a high suspended fish. Doesn't look like he's here anymore. I'm going to drop back down to the bottom then. That fish is still on my dead stick. He just hasn't taken it down yet. There's so many of them that they just come to the dead stick and just look at it. Don't want it at all. That'll happen. If the fish don't bite right away, I jig myself. I don't let that bait just sit there. I kind of move it. And if I can get it up a little bit, a foot or two, and have the walleye or sauger chase it, they're so much more likely to eat if they're chasing the bait instead of it just sitting there. So we're gonna keep jigging here and we're gonna see if we can pull a couple more in. I mean, sun's about to set here in about 30 minutes. That is plenty of time to get on some nice fish. Usually the bigger walleye come through right before sunset. So what I'm really looking for right now is a suspended fish. A nice big suspended fish around 10 to 15 feet suspended. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, fish going right up to that dead stick. I'll give him a little bit, see if he eats it. Otherwise, I'm gonna jig the dead stick just like I did the last time. They seem like pretty small fish, and I'm not really too interested in messing around with these little guys. But they're pretty easy to catch once you get the dead stick down. I'm gonna let it sit there for a sec, as you guys can see, and then I'm gonna bring it up a little bit, have this fish chase it. Oh, he might not be chasing it. Sometimes they're not as aggressive as the other ones. This guy is just not as aggressive. I'll let it sit there and let the bait do all the work this time. You know, it works and it doesn't work. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes it doesn't work at all. And moving that bait did me no good right there. Looks like something's on bottom right there, right before my dead stick. He looks like he's coming up right now. We're gonna see if he wants to eat. My guess is he's gonna want to eat. I got a good feeling about this fish, especially because it's like 7 inches long. Usually these smaller ones are pretty dumb. So I'll see if my bobber goes down. Otherwise, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. And I'm gonna try this one more time here. Bring it up a little bit, see if he'll come up. Yep, he's coming up. Oh, slowly but surely he's coming up. This other one's coming up too. I'm gonna put it right back to where it was, see if this other guy comes up. Yeah, he's on it. We're gonna see if he takes that bobber down right away. The way he went up, it kind of looked like he would. Just in case he doesn't, I'm gonna kind of... Yep. Got him. Gave that thing a little twitch, and sure enough, that was the ticket. Another just little guy. Pop him up like this, get it right back in the water. Another little sauger. I'm really hoping to see a walleye here soon. Little saug, boom, right back in the water. Let's get ourselves dropped right back down and put these baits right back in the water here. They're really liking the dead stick today, that's for sure. So I want to get another dead stick down, and I'm going to grab that one right there. Alrighty. Just like that, we're good to go. We're going to drop it right back down. Get it to bottom here. There we go. A little multitasking again. And we're good to go, guys. We are good to go. Got that bait down, and we're going to see if the fish comes up and eats it. We got a lot of fish on bottom here, but they're all looking like they're pretty small. I'm hoping to see some big marks come through. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna start packing up. It's been probably an hour and a half. The sun has set now for about 30 minutes, and it has just been dead. Few fish moving through, nothing that wants to eat, nothing that's worth it. So we caught one really nice sauger. I was out here for big fish. We caught a trophy sauger. To me, I consider that a trophy. 22 inches is what I consider a trophy sauger to be. It all depends what you guys consider them to be. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And yeah, I gotta get packed up. It's gonna take me like 30 minutes to walk all the way back anyway. So I'm gonna try to get out of here at a reasonable time and drive an hour and a half back home. So hope you guys did enjoy the video. New videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.